This point was raised by me. ये सारा पढ़ा मैंने बनाया. सब बात तो ये. I raised this point. Where is PTI? किसी को इसका तरफ ध्यान ही नहीं था. I must confess. This is me.
जमाल साहब माजरत के साथ अरपडाप की वजह से बनते हैं.
About the previous judgment, that because they didn't give it due deliberation, it lacked the understanding of the scope of the law to draw a proper conclusion. Therefore, interference by this court in its review jurisdiction is warranted, and this review petition is maintainable. My Lord, the Supreme Court Bar Association case to which my Lord Mr. Justice Jamal Khan Mandukhail referred a moment ago, PLD 2024 Supreme Court 1199 at 1222, and this, my Lord, is Volume 1, Tab 3 of the bundle before your Lordship.
11.
My Lord, 1199 is the judgment, 1222 is the relevant page, 43 and 44 are the paragraph numbers.
Tab 3.
My Lord,
Tab 3.
my Lord, this is tab 3, volume 1. This was authored by my Lord Justice Qazi Faizi Saab, but my Lord Mr. Justice Jamal Khan Mandukhail is a party to this review judgment. Substituting constitutional provisions with personal likes and moralisms must be avoided. What a particular judge considers to be right or wrong or ethical or unethical is neither the law nor the constitution. While lawmakers may transform moral precepts into law, however, the courts are concerned with what is lawful or unlawful. Parliament makes the law which the courts apply, and if there is any ambiguity in the law, a judge interprets it, but this too must be done within the parameters of the law and as per the well-settled rules of interpretation. Instead of a constitutional or legal basis, the majority's judgment has a surfeit of moralisms and non-legal terminology such as healthy, unhealthy, wise, evil, cancer, menace, etc. My Lord,
there is a lot of difference between that judgment and the judgment under review.
Sir.
In that judgment, that was my view, that something extra has been said. The constitution has been read in. So
even in minority in this judgment, your Lordship felt that something extra has been said, and I'll read that paragraph of your Lordship. But this is what happened in review.
I'm defending my.
No, my Lord, I am not attacking your Lordship's judgment because the review is only against the judgment of the court.
But one portion of the judgment and review and my note are the same.
My Lord,
As far as 39 are concerned.
My Lord, your Lordships have a number of options when deciding these review petitions. Your Lordships may accept these review petitions. Your Lordships may dismiss these review petitions. And your Lordships may do some third thing. Now, these are the options available before your Lordship. Now, what other thing which your Lordship may do may be in sync with, let's say, the judgment of my Lord Mr. Justice Aminuddin Khan Sahab and Naeem Akhtar Afghan Sahab. It may be in sync with the judgment of what my Lord Mr. Justice Yahya Afridi wrote. It may be in sync with your Lordship's decision. That's a different matter. That's how your Lordship will decide a review.
Can we say something else other than these three judgments or four judgments?
My Lord, your Lordships may, in review jurisdiction, there have been situations where the courts have said something else. And
While exercising 187.
Sir, while exercising 188 powers, if your Lordship comes to the conclusion...
In 188 jurisdiction exercising Article 187 power.
Sir, 187 is a jurisdiction which will be available to your Lordship under 188 as well, and I'll come to it. My only submission on 187...
We can go beyond
yes,
our...
my Lord, it is not a jurisdictional provision. It is a provision which facilitates the exercise of jurisdiction by your Lordship. It cannot be the pivot for exercise of a constitutional power. I'll come to that, a little detailed submission on that in a moment. But if your Lordship sees that your Lordship had pointed out that simply the composition changes. The next case is exactly about the change of composition. Interquest Informatics Services versus Commissioner of Income Tax. This is, my lord, volume 2, tab 9. And I will draw your lordship's attention to this judgment. Your lordship will see paragraph 3, which is at page 263. Established instances, these are the last 6 lines of the paragraph. Established instances falling within the scope of error apparent on the face of the record include judgments passed on an erroneous assumption of material facts, or by overlooking a material question of fact or law, or an important aspect of the matter, which if noticed and considered earlier would have direct bearing on the conclusions reached by the court.
What was beyond the admitted facts? What is in the judgment which is beyond?
My lord, if we accept this test, now let me, so the test is clear. The test is that there should not be a constitutional usurpation, or there should not be a constitutional mutiny for a review jurisdiction to be exercised. The test is that if a material fact or a material question of law has been ignored, or a material provision of the constitution or law has been decided in a manner which it ought not to have been decided, or a word which is key to the decision of a case, like sexual harassment was to in one case, it has not been understood in its proper scope and context, then a review lies. And my submission is that when you go to the facts, I'll explain to your lordship what it was said by me earlier, so I will not be repeating it, but I will be saying in rebuttal that that error has been pointed out, and I will deal with that. But before I proceed, and may I just point out one thing, my lord, because your lordship has asked about the facts, and I will deal with them in a little bit more detail, not in great detail. My lord, one of the things which your lordships have noticed about the majority judgment is that in spite of the fact that the parliamentarians had exercised their option after election within 3 days to join a particular political party. Now I'm talking of 41 at the moment, I'm not talking of 39. Join a particular political party. Their lordships have held their joining to be unconstitutional, their joining to be void ab initio, their joining to be of no consequence, have declared them to be independent, have provided them the time to join or make another declaration, and on the basis of that declaration it has to be decided, and the lordships have held that